Hello everybody. So question number 22 in the last video I have solved, right? 22 I have solved. 21 about 21 I told the same questions repeated. Question number 3 same as question number 21 I think. 21 3. 23 question numbers I will solve. This one also you have done in the classroom already, you have done, but simple steps I will tell here, so that later if you'll watch this video you can easily understand, right? So this is my question. I will solve this question here today I will solve. So my name is Subhrajit Sahu, assistant professor in Narsimha Reddy Engineering College, right? Mechanical department. Now observe this question. Sir, this is the diagram, right? Sir, actually in the question, what is asked? Sir, draw the front and top view of an angle plate given below. Draw the isometric view. Isometric, this particular word isometric meaning is what? Up to now, whatever diagram we have done, that is called orthographic projections. Now isometric means I have to draw a three-dimensional diagram, 3D diagram I have to draw. So this is a 2D diagram, this one is also a 2D diagram, right? This is a 2D diagram, this one also a 2D diagram. So by combining these two diagram, I will prepare a 3D, three-dimensional diagram. I have to prepare three-dimensional diagram, right? That is nothing but called as what? Isometric view. Isometric view. Simple, very simple. Meaning is very simple, right? So that means here I'm converting 2D diagram to 2D diagram to sir 3D diagram. 3D diagram. This is called isometric view. But sometimes in the question also given 3D diagram, 3D diagram, and it is asked to draw isometric view also. That is also called isometric projection or isometric view. In there we have to draw 3D to 3D. So isometric view sometimes in the question may ask 2D to 2D, or sometimes 3D to 3D. Mostly in case of 2D to 2D, diagram will be given in the question. Like this, a diagram given or not? Two diagram is given. This diagram is given. Then you need to prepare a 3D diagrams by observing these two diagrams, right? And I'm also telling sometimes the question will come isometric view of a 3D diagram to 3D diagrams. In that case, a diagram may be given or may not be given, right? But what type of object, it is clearly mentioned. It will be clearly mentioned in the questions. Example, suppose sir, I will give what type of objects will be there. Maybe it is given prism, hexagonal prism, right? Maybe hexagonal prism, object shape, comma, pyramid, any prism, pentagonal prism also, cylinder also, like this, cylinder also, cone also, like this. Variety of 3D diagram. All these are 3D diagram or 3D diagram or not? Hexagonal prism a 3D diagram, pyramid a 3D diagrams, cylinder a 3D diagrams, cone also a 3D diagrams. So this 3D diagram you have to convert into isometric view, I mean, you have to again draw the 3D diagrams, 3D to 3D. So in that case, obviously some dimension, some measurement will be given. You need to follow that measurement. You need to use that measurement, and you have to prepare a diagram. Okay, this type of question also there, but this is very important. And 2D to 3D, 2D to 3D. Don't think it is very simple, right? To draw this diagram, special imagination power is required. Special imagination power here you will be need to complete this diagram, right? So you practice 4 to 5 questions or at least 10 questions, then automatically you can able to understand, you can able to know how to draw the diagrams. Just here I will tell some few steps, few tricks, so that you can complete any 2D to 3D diagrams, 2D to 3D diagrams, right? So he observed there are several dimensions are also given here, 20, 50, like this. Uh, don't think that, sir, at one place, every dimension will be given. Sometimes dimension directly given, sometimes dimension we need to find out by addition. Suppose this is, sir, total height is 40. Total height is 40. Now, what is the gaps are here? This gap. What is this gap here? What is here to here gap? Not given in the question, right? How to find out this gap, sir? So total is 40. Observe here. It is 15. It is 20. How much, sir? 35. No? So here to here is 35. Total height is 40. Then remaining how much? 5 or not? This gap is 5. Like this, you have to do some calculations. It is may required in the diagram. You have to need do some calculations to identify the measurement of a unknown parts, right? Of a unknown parts dimension you need to find out by doing some calculation here also. It is required here, right? So this is the diagram here. Observe, sir. One more thing also I will tell here, sir. Always remember, when this type of diagram will be given, it is not written which one is the front view and which one will be the top view. Remember, always the top one is the front view. Front view. Top one is the front view, right? And this bottom one is the top view, right? This bottom one become top view. TOP, top view. Okay. You need to remember. And one more thing also I will tell here. What is that? That is, sir, top view, front view contain, no, front view contain diagram length, okay, length and height, GHT, height, length and height. And front view, sorry, top view will be contain, diagrams length and width, width, right? So this 2 3 sentence just I told, very important, right? You need to remember, sir. Front view contain length and height, sir. In this diagram, this is my front view now, sir. Length is how much? 65. What is the total height? 40. Total height is 40. Sir, in between total height also small block is there, 15 height, 20 height, like this some height is given. Sir, this is the front. Sir, in top view, observe this top view. This is length, but here not written. You have to take 65 here. So length is 65, and this is what? Don't think this is height. This is the width only. This is the width. Width is how much? 40. Width is 40. And here also a small block width is also given, 10 also given. So this top view contain length and width, and this front view contain length and height. These things is very important. You need to remember. Now, sir, I will start drawing. Observe. Okay. Isometric view. Several times I am mentioning here. Isometric view I need to draw. Observe, sir. What is the step I need to follow here? Sir, first draw a horizontal axis. Horizontal line. Horizontal line. Don't give a XY line here. Not required here, because first, for isometric view, I need to prepare 3 dimension plane. Sir, how to prepare 3-dimensional plane? Observe here. Sir, take any point here, any point, take 30-degree protractor, keep here at this point, 30-degree, extend 30-degree. 30-degree line you extend. Okay, 30-degree. In the same way, from this side also 30-degree you extend. Right, 30-degree. After that, from same point, a 90-degree line you draw. Light lines that I am drawing because in between it is required to erase somewhere. So always in drawing you draw the light lines. This line obviously I will erase this line, but for compatibility purpose I have taken this line right now. Right, observe sir the diagram. Sir, what I told, front view contain length and height. Sir, what is the length of the total object? 65. So what you will do, from this point 65 measure and mark here. From this point 65 measure and mark here. Let this is 65. Right. Sir, what is the total height given? 40 or not? 40. So what you will do, at this point extend the 40. Right. Next, here also you mark 40. Here also you mark 40 and join here too. So frame prepared. But this frame, to whole frame may not required. It is required to erase somewhere. But first you prepare the frame. For better idea, first you prepare the observe sir. So 40 frame I prepared, 65 into 40 frame I prepared. So here a small height is given or not? 15 or not? So from the bottom you take 15. Sir, this is the bottom. You take 15, right? And join. Okay, sir, you told I join. Then observe, sir, from this height, 15 going left, then a line is drawn. So from this top right corner, I take 15 and I am drawing like this, coming down. 15, right? So here, few parts is required to erase. What are the part? This part is not required. So, no. So also after this part is also not required. Right? Okay. Directly also you can do, but for understanding purpose I draw the first total frame, then slowly one by one box I am drawing. Sir, observe here right now. Observe, sir, this is my top view. You told, right? Sir, what is the length? Length is 65. Okay, length is 65. Sir, what is the width? Width is 40. Okay, now. So here always remember height will come. GHT height will come here in this axis. Okay. Also naming also you have to give, right? I forgot to give name. This is y-axis. This one is x-axis, and this one is z-axis. Right. Sir, in y-axis height will come. In length GTH, length will come or width will also come. Width. If length will come here, then z-axis width will come. Width, width width come. If in z-axis length will come, then x-axis width will come. You can interchange between this x and z-axis. Here length, width, or here length, here width. But height is fixed here, right? So width will come, sir. What is the width here? And width from which diagram I will get, sir? From top view. This is the top view or not? Width is given 40. Don't think it is height. It is the width only, right? So very simple. you take by drafter, you mark here 40, 40 mark. Then after 40, sir, what is the height here? 15, 15, 15. You also extend it to 15. Parallel line, right? Parallel line you have to draw. So this line, okay, this y-axis and this line should be parallel. After that, you join from here to here. Right? I joined from here to here. This line should be parallel. This height should be parallel. Okay. So whatever line you will draw here, that should be parallel to z-axis. And whatever line you draw in height, that should be parallel to y-axis. And whatever line you draw in the length direction, that should be parallel to x-axis. This concept you need to remember. Observe here, sir. What I'm doing. So width is given 40 now. So width here 40 I have taken. This side also you take 40 width. So this line should be parallel to which axis? Z axis, right? Here also you draw. Okay. Next, this is how much? 15. So here to here you join, right? So this line should be parallel to x axis, right? Next, here also you draw a line. Later we will erase this one. Observe slowly. Observe. So I draw the line here. Right? Sir, 40, length is 40, right? Length is 40. Sir, what is the next step? This block I have to show. This block front view, and this is the same block top view. Sir, what is the width given? Width 10, and what is the height of the block? 20. Height of the block is 20. Sir, is this block started from the top end or some gap is there? Some gap is there or not? Sir, what is that gap? That gap is, sir, 40 minus 15 plus 20. I mean 35. 40 minus 35, the gap is 5 mm. So that means the block I will start from the top 5 mm below. So this is my top. So from the top 5 mm below, I will draw the box. So what I am doing here, okay, so I take 5 mm here, 5 mm, and draw a line. Later I will erase, draw a line. Okay, that means the block will be drawn here. Observe this block top view exactly at the middle of the width or not. So total width is 40 now. Total width is 40. Exactly it is at the middle. Because no dimension, such dimension is given. So you have to consider it is middle, or it is looking also it is at the middle only. Right. So middle means 40. So at the point 20, distance is 20, I will take a point. From that 20 point, to left 5, to right 5. Then 10 will become a 10 becomes, then observe, sir, what I'm doing, sir, this is total 40. From this end, I'm measuring 20 and marking here 20. From this 20 point, towards left, towards right again take 5, and towards left take 5. Right? Observe, sir, towards left 5, towards the right also 5. Proper measurement. Here no measurement, proper measurement. Sir, then total length 10 or not? 5 plus 5, 10 or not? Okay. What is the next step, sir? Sir, draw from this line, a line here. Okay, line here. Okay, let me erase this y-axis first, because now it is not required more. Right? Sir, what I will do, from this, I will draw a line. Sir, how much distance? How much distance? How much distance? How much distance? Observe. Distance is given in the figure also. What is the distance, sir? Distance given 30 or not here? 30, 30, 30. So here to here 30. Then join here to here also 30. Right? 30 I join. Right? Sir, exactly at the middle, exactly at the middle, from the middle point, 5 left, 5 right. So what you will do, take the middle point here or middle point here. Sir, 5 come here, right? Okay, draw a line here first. These are the trick you need to follow, right? So, and the next step, join here to here. Right? Next, join here to here. Okay. Now this line is not required at all. Erase this line. So join, not joiner. Joined here to, okay, is joined from here to here. Right. Sorry, erase this line. This line also not required. Right. Then what you have to do, proper measurement you have to follow, right? Join here to here, right? Join here to here. Yeah, little bit bend, line bend here, but it will come straight only. It will do follow proper measurement, right? So here to here also here is not required. Here to here also not required. Observe this diagram. So what is the next step? Simple. Two more step. Here to here you join and here to here you join. Observe, sir. This is my final diagram, sir. Okay. This is my final diagram. So after completing the diagram, you need to give the dimension. What is the length? Here 65, right? Right? By dimension, how to give dimension also, I have several times told, like this 65. So what is this side? 40. This side is 40, like this. Each and every dimension you have to give. What is this height also? This is also 40, like this. What is this height? 15. Okay, here you give 15. Don't give inside the diagram. Here you can write this is 15. Right. Okay. Sir, what is this height? This one is also 15. Right. Sir, what is the height of this one here to here? It is given as 20 or not? 20. Here you write. Sir, 20. Right. Here you write 20. Right. Arrow mark you have to give like this. Arrow mark you have to give. Right. Then my diagram will be over. Everything. So this is 40 given. So this is the total 3D isometric view of this 2D diagrams. I hope this is very clear to all of you. This is a simple diagram only, right? Like that, the question will come. Question will not come so difficult like that, but this is also very difficult for you to imagine how you have to combine this front view and top view, right? This is the combination of not combination of front view and top view. So this is called isometric view, right? I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next video, I will solve another problem. So I conclude here. Bye.